I'm mooching off my milk. She be hoping that I take the knee like Kaepernick. Yes, I be open to that shrimp life. This is how we live, this is how we exist. Love the kicks and we love the hits. All in the house and I'm on the gamer. If I sleep,
and a baby gamer.
I'm in my own world. Throw the money up and make my own weather. Mommy playing tether on leather. Money talk, it's a lecture. 80 pointers dance on me, it's electric. Don't hate, I'm still unaffected. Chipper on my shoulder, I move undetected. She said pop the question got deflected. Man, that made my boys and my brethren. Let's cut to the chase. It's only on the house when we in the place. My used to lava boys got it up in some flames. Stirring up the cup with my wrist souffle. Shaka Zulu chains with my name engraved. I told you on swing, don't say my name in vain. We bring it to your door like, you rain? Spending all the money, then we watch it boomerang. With the Fendi belt, angry face like, put some gold on my fingers, neck, and shoestrings. Long time no see, that's what they say when they see me, man. I've been going crazy just to stay sane. Hey, your girl went missing, who's to blame? Young whippersnapper with a range. Pause, then I went to range. Call that hottie on my stage. Long week, but a great day. So it got me like sage. And on me, you should get a raise. On me, yeah, you can hate.
Honorable C-Note.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Yeah, that boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Going up. Steady like my persona. Going up. Living them fast on us. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Go up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up, put him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad flying. He ain't. Let me back. I gave me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bradford now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Bradford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. Busts through the tackle. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go! 3-19!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Coleman, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Garoppolo now. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's Coleman. And he's got room. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jonathan Newsom leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Over the middle here to Brown. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. There's a nice move. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. and this time they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Garoppolo, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charleston. And on 2nd and 10 now. This is Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. There's Garoppolo to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. On the screen, this is Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that next sticks in his pocket?
I think they'll throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. And now running right through it. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about
until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Bradford on second down, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it'll bring up third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Coleman now. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the forward down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage that make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Bradford. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
He being the biggest baby.
A first down throw for Bradford. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing, Bradford. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Bradford on first down. And complete, right side to tight end Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, Bradford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 7-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Forbath will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we've reached half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And some room to work. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Garoppolo looks to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They go play action here on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Bradford. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Forbath will put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because...
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that look.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have. On second down, Bradford again. And he comes back with one complete, 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Bradford now from the 50. And Diggs has it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Bradford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on third down. Bradford. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Bradford. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Michael Floyd, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped. Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work. Second down following the run. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Garoppolo now. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th. Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here. When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working. And what about the defense? Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves. We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first. Bradford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Bradford keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, Bradford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And it's incomplete. And still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they get to hoist the Howlett Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.